Hi everybody. It's about mid afternoon here in Central Standard Time. This is Phoenix 777, Phoenix Star 777, and just was noticing something. I did get an update on this darned app and did some changes to it, and so hopefully it should be working a lot better. It shouldn't stick for me right now. But there was something that we pointed out in the middle of the night in reference to the earthquake that was offshore from Africa, that was actually on, I guess what you can call a divergent boundary, where the actual plates, in that particular area is spreading. The boundaries, the ridges are spreading. We're starting to see a lot of earthquakes that are along the boundaries here. The latest one that I can see is actually the one that was the central mid-Atlantic ridge. It happened about 6 hours ago. It was a 6.2, really, really big. So let's go ahead and take a look at just that one particular topic. We can see here that there's also one, this is the one we reported earlier. This is the one from Africa, happened 9 hours ago. And then if you look here, you'll see in the Sandwich Islands, they had a 5.1 about 11 hours ago. So right about now, I just want to point out that there actually are earthquakes right now that are happening right along the ridges. And depending on what color the lines are, it determines what action can happen. Well, the blue lines are the ones that are actually considered what they call divergent boundary. It's a divergent boundary, which means this here spreads. That's what this particular line does. So we don't know how these earthquakes are affecting us. Maybe someone can, maybe what I'll do is I'll do searching around and find out, what's really going on. We have had a lot of earthquakes going on, as you can see. The ones that are in the red are the last 24 hours, and the ones that are orange are older than 24 hours. So just, giving you heads up. And, it's still the same thing is happening here. I'm keeping the 2-day volcano report up so that way people can see like when the last 2 days what's actually been happening. Okay, so if you look here and then see here, this is another one. Now this one here, from what I've studied, this is two different things here. The blue line is a divergent, should be spreading. However, the one that is actually red is called a convergent boundary, where the plate is colliding. So there's two different things going on right there. And thank goodness there's no volcanoes going off in that area. But just showing you a just brief thing what's going on. And one thing that did happen that I noticed once I did the update was that there was actually earthquakes here in California. Look at all of that. This is California. This is what's going on right now. And as you can see, there are volcanoes that are right here by these earthquakes. Here's one in Nevada. Okay, I mean, look at this. Maybe we should go through this. It looked like there's a lot more happened since I last looked at it. Recent one was 5 hours ago at 2.9 in San Juan Bautista County. And then you have, let's see here. You have one in Las Vegas happening. Up here where the volcanoes are, you have clusters, quite a few clusters of, all over in this area. Wow, all these different earthquakes that are going on. Now you did have some significant, I call it machine gun earthquakes. Look at all these little small ones. I don't know, I hope you can see that from your screen. But there's nothing but little small baby earthquakes that are going on. And as you can see, some people actually reported that something was happening here. This is a widespread. This is going all the way from Long Beach, all the way down to near Warner Springs area and Borrego Springs. Now up here is actually the mountain range. This is actually where the volcano ridge would be. If there were volcanoes in that area, we don't know. I do know that there was some sort of volcanic activity in the past in this particular area here. I remember studying on that one. The other area, I'm not really sure. I haven't heard anything about it. But this went all the way out from Long Beach to Moreno Valley. Guys, that's a long way, taking the 91. I'm sorry, I used to live down this way too. This is a long distance for them to be feeling things. Let's see what they're saying real quick before we get off of here. Quick jolt, light shaking, that was in Paris. Let's see where they felt it the strongest. That's what we need to find out. Woke me up from a nap in the second story bedroom, vibrating, rolling noise and movement. We felt it sitting in our backyard. Okay, I think that was what we, these are reports from the one that we saw earlier. Here's one, that's right, 2 days ago, quick jolt. So all these reports are just now coming in. All these reports weren't here the last time we looked at it. On the couch, felt the whole house shake. Yeah, I remember about the Brittany dog. So yeah, so a lot of these didn't start showing up unless it's related to more than one. It could be. Yeah, it is. It's probably related to more than one. So, see that the actual squares came on when I clicked that. But you have a lot of little tremors that are happening all throughout this area. I mean, it's really scattered. And then if you go over here, now this is a concern. This is a volcano right here, over here in the Salton Sea. They don't mention it, but there's also one over here in this area as well. Okay. So you have volcanic activity that could happen from over this way. So they're actually getting tremors all in this area right now. Let's take a look and see, look up close. Is it some sort of plant? What is actually over here? Are people living here? Looks like it. God, they look crammed close together, don't they? It's amazing when you look at down on the map how things really look. Now there should be a geothermal plant. It's over this way. Let's see if we can find it. It's over here by this volcano. There's some sort of thing that someone mentioned was over this way. Mud pot, someone does hot mud. Look at this right here, Red Island Volcano. And for some reason, it just clicked up. There's a lot of things going on with the internet right now. Other people are experiencing things. I was making some calls in Missouri, and most of the people I spoke to at businesses, they were telling me that they couldn't talk. I mean, they couldn't look things up on the computer because their internet was messed up. This looks like something. Here it is. Yeah, this is something here. See that? Yeah, this is something here. I don't know. This is probably part of that geothermal place. As you can see this, it looked like it's farms, but there's actually things that are going on. I don't know how it's drilling in the ground or what. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, this is one of those things. Yeah. You learn so much when you start looking at the land. And like I said, so if they're able to extract steam, I'm just saying hypothetically, all in this area, the magnitude must go somewhere in this general area then for them to do that, if that's what's happening. It's amazing the things we learn. All I can say is people be careful. I know a lot of you are looking for safe locations. Oklahoma did have some earthquakes. I do know about that. They had about 2. I don't know if they're going to show. Let's take a look at the states. Looks like something was here. This is not good. This is over right here where the New Madrid is. In this area right here. Exactly. Right in this area right here. The Arkansas, Kansas, and Tennessee is right there. Yeah, this whole entire area is what they feel is going to split and flood all the way up to Chicago, all the way up in that area, all across this area too. So, and parts of this area here in Texas. So they're still having the earthquakes in the Midland, Texas area. Their plants or something here. There's on some of these areas. I don't know exactly where we saw them at. These are actual people living here in this particular area. Oh, but I just saw it. I wonder what that is. See what I mean? Right there. No wonder we can't live anywhere else. There's all kind of things being dug up and sucked up in the ground all over the place. But just wanted to show everybody that we have experienced earthquakes here in the States. And I don't hear anything too much about it. I do know about the Oklahoma. This is what's happened in the last 2 days. Also over here in Texas, in Tennessee, they have been experiencing things. That's considered Missouri, so it's right on the line. Okay, Tennessee must start right over here. But see, Memphis is right here, so it's very, very close. So Memphis is one of those places that hopefully, if this major earthquake and all starts in this area, that those people get out of that general area, if that was to happen. We also have deserted oil fields that are in Kansas. I found out about that. And we also have the nuclear power plant that's over in this way too. So they've had some earthquakes over here, big little cluster over here. But relatively, it's just mainly been Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Missouri and Arkansas, all throughout California. Utah has had it too. That just happened. And the main concern is all these earthquakes that are by the volcanoes that nobody knows about. Very few people. I grew up in the Bay Area. I had no idea. I didn't even know Mount Tamalpais, was a volcano. We used to go out that way when I was little. We used to go to Clear Lake and fish. I didn't know Clear Lake was a volcano. And I'm noticing in a lot of areas where there's good soil, a lot of times there's a volcano nearby. But let's wrap this up, and I'll give you an update later if I see something else. Just stay safe. Talk to you soon. Ciao.